Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Andrew Rants video series where I stand upon my metaphorical soapbox pedestal of the world and I bitch and complain about things that really, I don't think there's even a reason for me to rant about this, but I still do anyway. Because I'm bringing it to your attention. If you didn't know about it beforehand, just in case you don't surf the information superhighway, you don't like, comment, and subscribe. But whoa, wait a minute though. Because today, I'm talking about a YouTube-related moment, and this is something that they're currently rolling out in a small experiment. Now, while I would love to see YouTube expand itself and grow and change, learn from its mistakes and improve itself, there are some things that I kind of feel like we as content creators should be the gardener and nip it in the bud, because it's not exactly going to grow into a very beautiful flower. In fact, it's going to be much worse than you could have ever imagined. And today's topic is, of course, the creator feedback around the targeted dislike campaigns. Okay, what the fuck am I even talking about, right? Well, apparently, hold this on. I would, first of all, let me just say this for starters. I would love to show you what I'm talking about, but I can't. Well, granted, I could take a screenshot of the image of the post on Twitter and show that. However, YouTube has recently started implementing a copyright check system when you upload videos. Yes, I'm not joking. It's now stage 3 when you upload a video. First is upload, then processing, then copyright check. Their algorithm is literally going to scan your video to make sure that there's no possible copyright infringement so that you can publish safely. The same algorithm that can't get much of anything right is now checking your videos to see if it's safe to upload, that there's no copyright infringement. So if I were to take a screenshot of this, said algorithm is liable to say it's copyrighted material and thus the video is scrapped. So, head on over to YouTube's Twitter page, open that up in a second tab, and keep listening to me. Okay. Now you're on board. So, what am I talking about? In response to creator feedback around well-being and targeted dislike campaigns, we're testing a few new designs that don't show the public dislike count. If you're part of this small experiment, small, I'm assuming they mean microscopic, you might spot one of these designs in the coming weeks. It's basically you see how many likes you get, dislikes, or just says dislike, share, download, save. That's it. They're still going to show the public how many likes a video has, but not how many dislikes it has. So, why stop there? Why not take away how many views the video has? Or how many likes it has? Or how many comments it receives? Or better yet, block all the comments from public view. Hey, why don't we just do that? Hey, there you go, YouTube. Block comments from public view, block the view count from public view, and the likes from public view. If you're going to go down one path, the rabbit hole usually leads down the others. And it's a slippery slope once you go down the one. And that's the main issue with this. Now, of course, YouTube in its infinite wisdom, God, I wish it would pull its head firmly out of its ass at this point, but it never will. And I'm not the only person that's ever ranted about YouTube, and I've done it a few times, so am I fearing my channel to be taken down? If they take my channel down, so be it. Then that's what the cards meant, and so be it. Then if this is the last rant video I ever do because of this, I'm going out in a blaze of glory, okay? You either go out a hero or you go out a legend, and God damn it, I'm going to try my damnedest to go out a legend. So anyway, they're rolling out this whole new campaign. Now, a few people on Twitter have taken to this news with a lovely little comments. A couple of them saying that YouTube's still sort of butthurt over the YouTube Rewind from a few years ago. Now, for those of you that don't remember the YouTube Rewind from a few years ago, oh, yeah, that thing was horrible. In fact, to be I even disliked the video. I'm not alone. I hardly ever dislike anything on YouTube. I hardly ever push that goddamn thumbs down button. Seriously. I think in the past like 10 years, actually, I think I've pushed it like a total of 5 or 10 times. That's it. That's literally it. I'm not a type of person that I'm going to go around and nail that dislike button every time I come across something that bothers me. I'm not that cynical. I'm not that pushy of a person. I'm not going to go, oh, this sucks. You suck for having it up. Bite my ass. I'm disliking your video. I just won't subscribe to your channel and I'll block notifications of you. I'll say I'm not interested in your content when it's pulled up and asking me if I'd like to see more. I'll say no. That's all you have to do. There's no need to even have the dislike button. It's there to show creators how to improve themselves, but at the same time, it also can help other people. Let's say, because apparently there is this supposed golden rule on YouTube, which I think is bullshit, but I've done it, so I've already broken it, that if one content creator does something, no other content creator can do that same thing. We're all guilty of breaking this apparent golden rule, which even I didn't fucking know about, nor do I give a shit about either. Because I think this is one of those made-up ones because some content creator got pissed that somebody else did what they do better. Which she figured that's the main point. Let's say that these dislike buttons, you can't see how many people hate this now. So, if all you're seeing is the like and you're not seeing dislike, you're going to look at this and go, I can do that same thing with my own sense of humor, my own style, and do the exact same thing, but my version of it, and I'll get the same amount of likes. But what you're not seeing anymore is, let's say that it might have 2,000 likes, it could have 50,000 dislikes, and you're never gonna know that now. So now you're gonna go and make a video that's similar to that, and then you're gonna find out how bad it was. So now all that time and effort you put in was wasted because you couldn't tell how many people disliked what it was. Now, I can understand, and I want to stress this point right here. I can understand if this would be we want to prevent hatred from being spread around the world. We want to prevent this and that from happening. I get that. I do. I get that. But at the end of the day, you're not helping anyone. All you're doing is pissing more people off. You're trying to make YouTube a safe place. I get it. Believe me, I'm all for it. But you can't bubble wrap the whole goddamn site and bubble wrap every single creator that comes into it and put stuff up on it. You can't hand us all pacifiers, blankets, and coloring books and expect us to sit in a corner and play nice. We're human beings. It's a sad fact, but hatred is a part of our DNA. It's a primal instinct. If we didn't have hatred at some point, we would have been taken down by other creatures that were taller than us, bigger than us, and stronger than us. It's how we channel that makes a difference. There's an old saying that, honestly, I wish I could follow it myself, but I do get stressed out from stuff, from time to time. Stuff does get to me. It does get under my skin. But there is an old saying, be like the rock in the river. The rock in the river doesn't ask you, it doesn't tell the water to stop going over me. It doesn't try to get out of the water's way. It just sits there. It lets the water do its thing. The rock doesn't care because the rock knows there's nothing it can do. You can't please everybody. That's a fact of life. Somebody's going to be pissed off that you do something. Hell, I have people that get pissed off because I make rant videos about stuff that they like. What they don't understand is that I'm only sharing my opinion. Am I pissed about it? Yes. Does that mean that you should not like it because I don't? No. What you do is your decision. So if somebody wants to make a video and somebody wants to hate that video, that's their choice. It's not YouTube's choice to show people that you can't tell people that X amount of people hate this just because you want to make that content creator feel good in the public eye. It's up to the public how they view that person. If they want to share it with the public and it's public knowledge that, hey, we really don't like this person, they're going to say it in other ways. If you block how many dislikes there are, there's a thing called Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Social media is a huge thing now. You blocking people from seeing how many dislikes a video has does not stop the overall method. It doesn't stop the machine. All it's going to do is just force them to go to a different avenue. Oh, you've closed off the one roadway, but there's side streets that can still get them to their same destination. It's not how they get there, it's the direction that they take. I get it. Okay, a lot of people do get pissed off. But here's the deal, and I want to stress this last part. When YouTube does this, it starts down the slippery slope. Because then all of a sudden people are going to get upset because this video is getting likes. Or this video is getting likes, and it shouldn't get likes. Or this video's getting a crap ton of views and it shouldn't. This one's having comments that people can see publicly that might harm other people. YouTube's already taken steps for some of the comments by blocking them if they have choice phrases in them or certain things that even you can, customize in your own settings. But it's going to come to the point where you won't have the views anymore, you won't have the likes shown anymore, and you won't even be able to have your comments shown publicly. You'll know what they're saying. The person that left a comment on your video will know what they're saying, but nobody else will be able to join in. And thus, YouTube no longer becomes a platform for the creators, but is now a platform by YouTube itself. And that's the problem with this. YouTube doesn't understand anymore that they are a content creator platform. Without the content creators, they are nothing. Oh, we have shows. So does Hulu. So does Netflix. So does Tubi. So does Crackle. So does Pluto. So does every other streaming service you can think of. You having shows is meaningless. We have movies. So does Tubi. So does Crackle. So does Pluto. So does Peacock. None of those make a difference. The fact is, the content creators that come on here, that do rant videos, discussion videos, review videos, stuff like that, they are the ones that drive your site. They're the ones that help it stay where it is. If you want to be a streaming service, fine. Kick everybody out, only put on streaming services, and call yourself YouTube Streaming and nothing else. See how well that works out for you. That's the problem. And the way that they're going to start this, it's a slippery slope. If this goes through, that's it. Therein lies the problem. Once you go down the rabbit hole, there's no coming back if you go down too far. For right now, we're still at the point of return. But if we go further down the rabbit hole, we might hit the point of no return, and then that's it. And that's an issue. I don't mind YouTube, like I said. If they want to change the site up, they want to fix it up a bit, they want to upgrade it, that's fine. Work with the content creators on this. Don't just take what, this one group says as gospel and go, that's it, this is exactly what we want, this is what we got to do. Because they only want it for what they want. This group will want it for what they want. It's a goddamn, if you really want a perfect example of this, YouTube and the content creator space of it is nothing more than a goddamn high school cafeteria. Think Mean Girls, if you can for a moment. Remember that scene in Mean Girls? That's basically what the content creator space is right now in YouTube. It's separated into groups. That's it. Each one wants YouTube to be for them alone. And YouTube doing this is pandering to 1 or 4 groups and leaving the rest of them isolated. And that's a problem. I'm not a fan when sites want to do this, because then you're segregating one side of the fence for the other side of the fence. And that's the problem. Especially when you have like high up content creators, the ones that are better off, that they're better at what they do than I fucking am. And they come out and now all of a sudden it's, well, here's the deal. We didn't want this. I don't know why you even think we wanted this. Work with us. Work with the content creators. Don't just take what the higher up ones say and go from there. Work with all of them. Even the ones that have little to no views, little to no subscribers. That's what you should do. Oh, but of course, YouTube they cater to the higher up ones like MatPat, Markiplier, goddamn fucking PewDiePie. The ones that are higher up on the tier list. Now, granted, I watch Markiplier. I subscribe to Markiplier. Yeah, I watch his videos because it's kind of funny in a way. Do I watch PewDiePie? Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no. I would rather burn out my eyeballs. Yeah, no, let me just make it better. I don't even want to have a chance for them to heal. I'd rather pluck my eyeballs out than watch even a 5-second PewDiePie video. I mean that. But some content creators that are higher up are good, and they care about YouTube. Markiplier is constantly going on the offensive against YouTube when they've screwed people over. But there are other ones that they're like, we only want this to be for us. Oh, well, I'm feeling disliked, or people are hating my videos. You need to fix this, or I'm leaving the platform. And YouTube, like the scared younger sibling, afraid that the older sibling's going to tell the parents that they've done something bad, bows to them and gives them what they want. And that's a problem. Because then all you're doing is you're reinforcing the stereotype of, if the upper echelon wants something, we give it to them. And if the lower echelon really need help, we don't care about them. And don't you dare tell me in the comments that they do care, because it's bullshit. They don't. There are channels that have under 1,000 views. YouTube, in my honest opinion, and I've said it multiple times and I'll keep saying it, YouTube should honestly help those out that are in the lower tiers. You want people to have over 1,000 subscribers, because then that means that more people will watch videos. Then eventually that will get them ads, which brings you more money. Do you see how this works? I got like a 1-something IQ, and my phone's going off, I don't care. I got like a 1-something IQ, and it's very simple to see point A, point B, and point C all in a goddamn line. Point A is very simple. You have, content creators. Point B is another system, is another very simple system. You still have content creators. And point C is the third one, when you have content creators that are bringing you in money. A is content creators that are already pretty much, they know they have no chance in hell of ever getting anything. They're just doing this for fun, or doing this like a couple videos every 5-6 months. They don't care. B are the ones that are actually trying to make their channels better to eventually hit the point where, oh, look, we have 1,000 subscribers. We do this kind of fun. This is a neat little side gig for us where we can kind of have fun and express ourselves. I kind of fall on the ladder between A and B, because I kind of do this for fun, and at the same time, I'm kind of hoping to grow my channel. But then there's C, the ones that have over 1,000 views, the ones that YouTube just doesn't worry about anymore. That's fine. I feel like once you hit 1,000 subscribers, I should have said subscribers, not views. Once you hit 1,000 subscribers, I kind of feel like that's the point right there. I don't know who the hell keeps texting me. That's the point right there where you should basically go, we're good. Now they're fine, they're okay. I'm going to turn my phone down. Hold on a second, let me reach over and grab this. That's the point when, they should basically look at this and go, okay, turn my phone down here. Okay. That's the point when they should go and say, all right, look, we're good, we're fine, we're happy now, we're okay, and be, done with it. But with YouTube, they don't see that. What YouTube sees is, well, we have content creators, but we have the ones that are making us money. We need to help them. You don't need to help them. You need to help the smaller ones to grow. It's like a garden. But then again, what the hell do I know? I am of the low echelon of the group. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Are you satisfied with YouTube's new direction and the way it's going, or do you honestly feel like we're screwed 5 ways from Friday? Let me know in the comment section below for as long as it still remains. And until next time, I am Andrew Rhodes, and this has been Andrew Rants. Goodbye, and take care, everyone.